Please bow with me. Please, dear Jesus, thank you for all you do for us. Thank you for the ice storm, that we had a good outcome with everything in Bossier Parish. Everything went well. The people that went to DC came back to us and had a lot of good turnouts there. And for all you do, in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Beatty? Here. Mr. Benton?
Here.
Mr. Cochran?
Here.
Mr. Darby? Ms. Glorioso?
Here.
Mr. Jordan?
Here.
Mr. Marsuglia?
Here.
Ms. Parks? Here. Mr. Rimmer?
Here.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, here.
Mr. Salzer?
Here.
Mr. Sutton?
Here. Let's start with the first one.
Item 5, visitor Keith Carter, owner, president, and general manager of the Louisiana Rougarou.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't see him here.
Somebody pulled up a different meeting.
I don't know if he's going to be in I don't see him.
It's December 4th.
Yeah, that's probably when we were practicing on
If he comes in,
Close that out, so.
we'll come in maybe at the end. So, right now, is there anyone in the audience that is visiting that needs to address this jury whose item is not on the agenda? Seeing none, we'll go to our first. item.
Hold up, we got you.
She's good. She got it going.
Item 7, public hearing, case P-ZON 000-179-2025. Favorable recommendation by the Bossier City Parish MPC. Consider approval of the application of Tanner Hines, Rayleigh and Associates, Inc., on behalf of Chad Burgess, BMT Investments, LLC, for a zoning amendment to change the zoning classification of a 0.510 acre tract of land from RA Residence Agriculture to B3 General Business for the placement of a self-service ice making and vending machine located east on Airline Drive and west of Cypress Self-Storage, Bossier Parish, Louisiana, Lee Street, District 5.
Good afternoon, Jeff Martin with Rayleigh Associates, 4913 Shed Road here, represent our final units, and I assume you all have a site plan of each one of those self-serve ice machines that you see all over town. So, if I have any questions, I'll do my best to answer.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Rayleigh? If not, can I get a motion? All right, I have a motion by Mr. Cochran and a second by Ms. Glorioso. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? If not, please vote. Motion passes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Item 8, public hearing to be scheduled, case PALC 000-213-2025. Favorable recommendation by the Bossier City Parish MPC. Consider scheduling a public hearing on March 18, 2026 to consider approval of the application of Rishanjit Sadhu for a conditional use approval for the sale of high and low content alcohol for off-premise consumption at a C-store, Super S convenience store, located at 910 Wafer Road, Houghton, Louisiana, at the northwest intersection of Wafer Road and US Highway 80, Lee Street, District 2.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 9, public hearing to be scheduled, case PZON 000-180-2025. Favorable recommendation by the Bossier City Parish MPC. Consider scheduling a public hearing on March 18th, 2026, to consider approval of the application of Chris Myers, Coil Engineering Company, Inc., on behalf of John Weiss II, to the Bossier City Parish MPC for a zoning amendment to change the zoning classification of a certain tract of land being 9.600 acres, more or less, located in section 25, township 19 north, range 13 west, Bossier Parish, Louisiana, from RA Residence Agricultural District to B3 General Business District for a proposed office, warehouse, and retail space, Police 3 District 5.
I have a motion by Mr. Beatty, second by Ms. Lawrence. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? If none, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 10, property standards, tax assessment number 118478. Consider condemnation of property located at 1061 Mack Drive, Alton, Louisiana, tax assessment number 118478, Police 3 District 2.
David Gormley, property standards. Items 10, 11, and 12, are all the same owner, combined, sections of each, to try and get them all together.
You want to actually go ahead and read them in?
Yes, sir, please, go ahead and we can take them all in globo if they're all the same, investigation and evidence.
Yes, sir.
Item 11, property standards, tax assessment number 118479. Consider condemnation of property located at 1090 Mack Drive, Houghton, Louisiana, tax assessment number 118479, Police 3 District 2. Item 12, property standards, tax assessment number 119500. Consider condemnation of property located at 1065 Mack Drive, Houghton, Louisiana, tax assessment number 119500, Police 3 District 2.
Go ahead.
So here's, we'll just go through all the pictures. There's been no change, no real contact with the owner when I delivered the letter for this meeting. I didn't get to speak to him. He wants to clean it up, but does not have the physical capability or the finances to hire someone to do it.
David, the pictures you're showing us are from October of last year?
We'll get to the newer ones.
Okay, but
That's kind of
so that the
yes.
record
Yes,
is
sir.
clear, you're showing us October 1st, or October of 2025.
Yeah, and then here's November of 2025. And as you can see, here's December. You can see through the pictures, there's no change in the condition of the property. And then here's today's,
The swimming pool is still full of water.
still full of water. And he told me that he has fish in there, that's his little koi pond, his pond, but, it's a prime breeding ground for mosquitoes. My recommendation is to condemn.
Okay, and I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Garvin. Any discussion by the jurors?
Mr. President, could I ask, David, you've spoken to the owner.
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
You will be asking me that, off the top of my head, I don't remember his name.
Do you live on the property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I saw the picture of the notice posted on his door, but he's aware of the proceedings today.
Yes, sir. I don't believe he's physically able to bring himself out here.
Is that it, Patrick?
Yeah, that's all.
One vote. David, did we clean this property up about 5-10 years ago?
No, sir.
We just did condemnation on it, but we didn't do anything to it. We cleaned it up.
We worked with him to get it cleaned up once before, but he just let it go right.
property located at 121 Cypress Lake Circle, Benton, Louisiana, tax assessment number 114893, Police District 3.
121 Cypress Lake Circle. Still no contact from the owners. No change has been made. My recommendation is to proceed with condemnation.
I'll make a motion to proceed. Proceed.
You got a motion button?
Yeah, I had it on
There you go.
There we go.
Rock and roll.
I got a motion by Mr. Rogers, a second by Mr. Sutton. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passed.
Item 14, property standards, tax assessment number 111576. Consider condemnation of property located at 201 Longhorn Drive, Bossier City, Louisiana. Tax assessment number 111576, Police District 1.
Yeah, my motor has been broke twice. I finally bought a
First-
mower.
All right, hold on. If you would, just state your name, your address, and please, if you could, sign that in that log there.
My name is Gerald Touch. My mom actually owns the property.
Okay.
It's 201 Longhorn Drive.
Okay.
If you could, please pull the microphone down.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
My motor's been broke. It broke twice. I finally saved up enough money to get a new one, and then the ice storm happened. Everything will be mowed this week.
Okay. Mr. Beatty, that's your district?
What about, what's your plans for it?
To get everything mowed up.
Well, can you get somebody to come down there and mow it for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this week. I've got a new mower now. I plan on getting it done this week.
Okay, well, can we give him a little bit of extension, and if he doesn't have it mowed, then we'll do something? Get your mom to come down there and mow it. I'll give him another 30 days.
All you have to do, in the past, it's typically up to the jury, but especially the juror that represents the area, whether or not you want to give him an extension.
Well,
So,
I know his mama, and, she's got means to get the grass mowed, she'll get somebody to pay somebody to come down there and cut it, so we'll give him 30 days, and
Okay.
if it's not, hammer.
okay, so
Make a plan.
make that motion.
I did.
Okay, so I have a motion by Mr. Beatty, a second by Mr. Cochran to extend the 30-day extension. And then hopefully next time David reports, it's all behind you and you don't have to worry about it again.
Can I mention something else too?
Sure.
The guy across the street, his grass is tall, and he's got a mound of trash in front of his driveway. And there's all kind of cats that run around and all kind of chickens and roosters that run around. Is there anything we can do about that?
Yes, sir. You call the police jury's office and you register a complaint, and that man right there will go out and build a case, and we'll be talking about that property.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 15, property standards, tax assessment number 114932. Consider condemnation of property located at 97 South Meadow Lane, Halton, Louisiana. Tax assessment number 114932, Police District 2.
97 South Meadow Lane, no contact from the owners.
Is there a swimming pool back there, David?
Yes, sir.
Until now.
Sir, if you would, come up, state your name, your address, and please sign in to that wall.
Jeff Buchan, 97 South Meadow Lane,
Okay.
Louisiana.
Okay, go ahead.
I've started cleaning up the backyard, and I've got plans to draw down the pool, starting this afternoon, actually. The reason why it got so bad is I work 60 to 110 hours a week, 7 days a week. I'm a single parent, and I'm trying the best I can. But I am gonna get it cleaned up, and it's gonna be, I ain't gonna have to come back here and do this again.
Yeah, how much time you need to clean it up?
Give me 30 days, if you would, but it's not gonna take that long.
Make a motion to extend it to 30 days.
Okay. So I have a motion by Mr. Benton and a second by Mr. Darby to grant an extension for 30 days. You just heard the last case, so everything else applies. So, and that's it. Any other discussion by the jurors or the audience? If not, please vote. Motion passes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Item 16, property standards, tax assessment number 114815. Consider condemnation of property located at 1301 Gray Lake Drive, Princeton, Louisiana. Tax assessment number 114815, Police Street District 2.
1301 Gray Lake Drive.
Yes, sir. My name is Julie Hall. I'm the owner of the property. I have been in and out of the hospital since December. I asked for a little additional extension to finish it up. We have gotten 95% of it cleared up. And we've got, we're moving, the van is runnable. It's going to be off of there. The truck, he's got to get something working on the truck, radiator. And the blue car in the back, we're moving it off the property. And then, of course, my vehicle there. We have,
The trailers are about to, the ones that are pictured right there, they're just loaded up, about to be taken off. And then there's a trailer in the back that we're about to move, and the car, we were looking for the keys for it this morning to get it moved. And then we've got one little area that's gotta be finished.
They have made significant improvement.
Okay. Glenn?
We have it done within 3 days.
And this is not the first time
No,
you've been
it's not.
here.
right.
And
I
I
promise
think
you-
that trailer in the backyard was sitting there 3 years ago with that same stuff on it.
That trailer's been there for as long as
Yeah,
it's
so
been there. Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a 30-day extension, but I'm telling you, your neighbors are not liking it.
Well, the neighbor behind us doesn't like us for some reason.
Well,
since
if
the
I lived
fire.
across the street, I wouldn't like it. And this has been going on for a couple of years,
It's
so
been since the
I'm gonna
fire,
give you
2
30
years.
days, and if it's not cleaned up in 30 days, then we're gonna do condemnation.
I only need 3 days.
It'll be cleaned up and it will not happen again, I promise you.
Well, take the 30. Don't.
Well, I
Limit
understand, but I'm
yourself
just
to the
saying it's gonna
3.
be done within.
So, okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Benton and second by Mr. Darby to grant a 30-day extension. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion granted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 17, property standards, tax assessment number 103892. Consider condemnation of property located at 3222 Heatherbrook Drive, Houghton, Louisiana. Tax assessment number 103892, Police Street District 8.
3222 Heatherbrook Drive. I believe that this house has now been abandoned. We never got any contact from the owners. My recommendation is to proceed with condemnation.
Okay, so I have a motion by Mr. Rimmer and a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? Hang on, we have Chief. Come on up, Chief.
Just a recommendation. A couple months ago.
Go ahead and state who you are, just,
Robert Rowe, Fire Chief, Bossier Parish 1.
okay.
We had a structure fire in that building within about a month. And the sheriff's office, I believe, has an active investigation involved in that. You might just want to check with them before y'all take any action.
Oh,
That's all I
good to
want
know.
say.
Thanks.
That was a good catch. Thank you, Chief. So, Mr. Rimmer, we're going to make that predicated upon the sheriff's approval?
Clearing, right.
Okay. All right. So any further discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion granted.
Thank you.
Item 18, property standards, tax assessment number 101819. Consider condemnation of property located at 5212 Clover Lane, Bossier City, Louisiana, tax assessment number 101819, following a 30-day extension granted on December 17th, 2025, Police Street District 12.
Sorry about that. I forgot we had one more. This is 5212 Clover Lane. Homeowner was unable to make it in today. Here's where we were 60 days ago. This,
1 month ago.
where we were last month, or in December. This is where we're at today. He has made significant improvement. He is not done yet. He requests an additional 30 days, and he thinks that he can have it done.
Yeah. Is that, are we sure on that district?
That's, yeah, it's my district. Yep.
That is Hay Meadow. Yeah, that's in,
5?
yeah.
Okay. We need to make a note of that for our records. And then, you want to make the motion?
Motion to give them 30 more days.
Okay. So I have a motion by Ms. Parks, a second by Mr. Sutton to grant a 30-day extension. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes. Before, can go ahead and bring that visitor up now? Okay. So, and that's it on property standards,
It.
correct? Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead, since we're done with property standards and Mr. Carter is here. So we're going to allow you to go ahead and come up and address the jury.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for being a little behind.
That's okay. We won't charge you too much.
I understand. My name is Keith Carter. I own the Louisiana Rougarou, and we're located at 660 Boardwalk Boulevard in the Boardwalk. We have our merch store in our front office. This is my new general manager, Steve Walters.
Nice to meet you all.
We just wanted to get on the agenda and introduce ourselves to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, and invite you to come out to our home games at the Brooks's Grocery Arena starting February 28th. March 7th and March 13th are our first 3 games of 7. So, little history. I was able to invest in an expansion team for arena football last year, and got the opportunity to take over the ownership of the team, the franchise, and a member of the National Arena League. So indoor football and arena football happens in the spring. We put turf on the hockey field dimensions, and we play 8-on-8 professional football. We're going to bring in next week, starting before Mardi Gras, 35 professional football players that are going to be housed and trained here in the Bossier, Shreveport area. And we start our camp on February the 18th. And our first game is February 28th, a preseason game at Brooks's Grocery Arena at 7 o'clock. And we are tied into the community. We moved down to we're the only merchandise store in all of our indoor and arena football that has a full-time merch store at the Boardwalk. So we are out getting partners and sponsors and season ticket sales. And our big push right now is group sales. So our first night is Spirit Night, which we're going to have a lot of middle schools and junior high school cheerleaders come out and their families. We have capacity of 5,000 180 people in the lower bowl of Brookshire's Grocery Arena, and we want standing room only. And to bring something into our community of Bossier Parish, Caddo Parish, Arklatex as a whole, have it located here and to have professional athletes come, promote our community on and off the field, that's my vision. That's kind of why I got involved last year, and I went ahead and took the dive to do this myself. I've got a full staff of county representatives, coaches, volunteer coaches, professional athletes. We're going to have this broadcast over streaming, and I've got partners in the community. We're going to have a great game day operations inside the Brookshire's Arena. We have a fan experience like no other, and a professional football team is going game's going to break out in the middle of that. So really want to introduce myself to you, police jury, and to encourage all your constituents to come out and support a professional athlete that are going to be in our community, and a support that's going to be cost-effective, faith-based, family fun for everybody. And to make my first official notification that I brought Steve down from Minnesota, and we were a little late because I was showing him the wonderful roads of Bossier Parish. So he's been in sports management and has managed the last two national champions in the Arena League from the Duluth Monsters, and had an opportunity to bring him in as a consultant. And we found that it was during our ice storm that we had last week was actually not as bad as they have in Duluth, Minnesota. So he actually liked it.
Yeah.
So I'll just open the floor for any questions, and is there anything I can add?
We may need to consult him on some winter weather management as well. Patrick, yeah.
No, I'm just interested, where y'all gonna be practicing, where your players come from, kind of give us a feel for all that.
So we start our camp with 35 players. The week before our first regular season game, which is March 7th, we have to cut to 25 players. Every game, we dress out 21. We bench 4 players for different strategy reasons that we have. It's 8-on-8 football. We dress out 21. So we're going to start camp with 35. We're practicing at D1 is our strength and conditioning. We have the arena when we put the logistics down. We also will be practicing at 2 indoor facilities that we have in the Shreveport area and 316 Field House, except on Wednesday nights. Freedom Fields, we were there last year. Calvary and Evangel allow us to use their turf on the outside when the weather allows it. So we're spreading those practices around. These are 22 to 30-year-old professional athletes that are outside of college eligibility, but just didn't get the call from the NFL yet. So they get the professional arena tape, and they get the opportunity to come play in a controlled environment indoors. So it's going to be very exciting.
Right, and just to state how good these players are, this isn't just backyard football or anything like that. Up in Duluth, we sent our star wide receiver down to the Miami Dolphins. This is what their dream is, obviously, is to be in the NFL. If they can't make it to the NFL, to go to the Canadian Football League and make a lot more money than we could ever hope to pay them. At the same time, we're their second chance, just as he said. You broke a collarbone coming out of college, or you had a kid, you never even had a chance to even make it to college, but you're still a superstar. We're giving you the platform to prove that you're a superstar. So that's what we are.
But how many teams in the league?
There's 8 other teams. So we have a 9-team National Arena League. The other teams are in Dallas, Amarillo, Texas, Pueblo, Colorado, Denver, Colorado, Dodge City, Kansas, Salina, Kansas, Omaha, Nebraska, and Sioux City, Iowa.
You'll probably have like 4 and 4, so you'll at least 4 teams will be spending the night here in the Bossier area.
So we travel for 5 games, and we have 7 games. 2 of those, one is a preseason, one's a non-league game, and we have 5 NAL games. So there's 7 nights that the team's going to come in on Thursday or Friday, and we play on Saturday nights. They leave on Sunday. So we've got partners. I'm excited about. We've got Bojacks down at the East Bank.
Where do you do your playoffs at?
So depending on your ranking in the team, the highest ranking team gets to host that, and then the league pays the visiting team's expenses. So the better you are, the more you have your home team. So in June, there's 2 playoffs, and then our national championship at the home team hosts that. And bringing Steve down, we want to host a national championship game here in Bossier Parish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Oh, when it came to where the players are coming from, they're coming from all over. Okay. Obviously, we want to have as many locals as possible. One, because it's financially more beneficial to us not have to house them and feed them and everything like that. But also, it gives that direct connection to the community. They're from here. their moms and dads are gonna show up and everything else, and you got hometown superheroes, it's awesome. But, they're coming from everywhere, California, Florida, and everywhere in between.
Just had one come in from Iowa.
Yeah.
Just yesterday. So we've, it's an organic process. I've got a lot of volunteers, a lot of people that have stepped up even in Bossier Parish and Bossier City wanting to see this thing organically grow. So just bear with us and support us and let me know if I can do anything for you personally.
Yes. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Did most or all your players come from, play some college ball?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all do a draft or anything to get your players, or is it just everybody's a free agent and y'all are signing up what you can?
So we don't have a draft per se, but we have in our league, the National Arena League, we do sign them to annual contracts. So they do come in and they are a signed contract player for us. And we have trade deadlines. We have signing deadlines. They just can't pick up and leave. They can't go to our league or another team in our league once they've signed with us.
Got you. Okay.
Keith, do you have anything in reference to the Sports Commission to say? Okay.
Keith, did you want to stand up and say something?
Yeah, would you like to do a 30-minute speech?
Go team.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
Good job.
You know, we have a lot of organic support here, and we appreciate Police Jury helping us with this. And I just, we're doing this because we love our community. We love football. We love giving back to the family. We always heard there's nothing to do in Shreveport-Bossier. There's nothing to do in the Arklatex. And so when I had this opportunity, of course, I prayed about it. I talked to my wife and my attorney, my wife, my CPA said no, but I did it anyway. So bear with me. If there's anything I can do, I'll share my contact with you. Steve's getting settled down in Bossier, so he'll be here locally. And if you need something, we'll take care of you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Carter, and we wish you all the best. And we're excited about seeing, any kind of football. So it doesn't.
It's going to be great.
As long as we can continue the season. So that's great.
Mr.
William, welcome.
Not everybody knows what a rougarou is. Would you like to address that?
So there's a concept, and that's a great question, Mr. Rimmer. In arena football, you want different colors and you want different mascots. So we put together what a rougarou was. It's the old chupacabra lore. It's the half werewolf, half man that lives in the bayous and swamps, and no one has that name, and no one had the color scheme. So that's the whole idea behind that. So. Come to find out, there's a Baton Rouge Rougarou baseball team, and there's a Bayou Rougarou over in Monroe with their little developmental league of hockey. So it's very popular. But I can tell you that we're currently the only indoor arena football team in Louisiana. You have our colleges in LSU, and you have the Saints, and we sit right there in the center. So it's right here in Bossier Parish. It's home. I can tell you that we have talked to the Lieutenant Governor's office, the Shreveport-Bossier Tourism Sports Commission, even tomorrow, about what we need to do long-term to drive tourism here, to drive players. 35 of these players are going to come here and live, and we're going to trade with the companies that do business here and the partners here.
I don't know, but I used to have some people maybe 15, 20 years ago that had a Rougarou Cajun Spice, and so they had that copyrighted for their product, But so you might looking at it because it added to your.
I think it's a great idea.
To your
and
story.
The way we spell it is ROUX, like a gumbo roux or a etouffee roux, and that's kind of where everything starts organically. So I really appreciate your support and letting us come talk, even though I was a little late, and I apologize about that.
You're good.
We from the storm, all of our meetings got packed up, and we just had a great meeting down the street on Benton Road with one of our partners that are coming on board. So we're really excited about the future, and this is not a short-term thing for us. We have a 3-year contract with Brookshire's Grocery Arena, so we're dedicated to be here. So we're driving this organically from the community, and we want to see the success for everybody.
Well, good. We wish you all the success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Okay, if I didn't say it, motion passed on number 18, the end of the property standards. So next.
Item 19, other business, letter of no objection. Consider approval of a request from G.R. Rupani for a letter of no objection to allow extended serving hours on Super Bowl Sunday at Red River Casino. That should be February 8th, 2026, from 9 a.m. until 2 a.m., Police Street District 12.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Cochran, a second by Mr. Sutton. Do I have any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 20, other business, supplement number 1, project number 2024-121. Consider approval of supplement number 1 from Volkert Incorporated for project number 2024-121, Consolidated Waterworks Sewerage District Number 1, CSR and Headworks at Sewer Treatment Plant Repairs, American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA-funded project, and authorize the execution of documents, Police Tree District 6.
This is for on-site construction inspection services for this project.
Okay.
The amount was like 20,000, 28. It's a not to exceed number for
Okay.
28.8.
Chris, you're good? Okay. So I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 21, other business, change order number 2, project number 2025-117. Consider approval of change order number 2, project number 2025-117, Bossier Parish Libraries Administration Building Renovation, and authorize the execution of documents, Police Tree District 9.
This change order was to add some access control for this particular building. It wasn't in our original contract with them.
And what's the exact amount?
The exact amount is $21,719.42, Tom.
Okay. I got it. I just want it read in record. That's all.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you, Eric. So I have a motion by Mr. Rimmer, a second by Ms. Glorioso. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 22, other business, change order number 1, project number 2025-124. Consider approval of change order number 1, project number 2025-124, Consolidated Waterworks Sewerage District Number 2, West Central Water System, new water well number 8, and authorize the execution of documents, Police Tree District 4.
Well, the change order was for $2,217. It's an increase. We were adjusting some casing, and we're also increasing some pump sizes to account for the GPM for the well. It was a bigger well. Actually, it's producing more water than we originally thought we'd get, so we upgraded the pump sizes.
Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Jordan, a second by Mr. Marsiglia. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 23, other business, grant administrative services proposal. Consider acceptance of a proposal from Volkert Incorporated for benefit cost analysis services for a grant application to the Department of Transportation, DOT, for the FY 2026 Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development Build Grant Program, and authorize the execution of documents. This is for all police tree districts.
So this is a not to exceed $9,000 on an hourly rate for benefit cost analysis for our grant that we're putting together for the build grant.
Okay. I have a motion by Ms. Glorioso, a second by Mr. Marsiglia. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? If none, please vote. Heath, you keep stretching that arm. I'm thinking you're wanting to say something. You catch me out of the corner of your eye, out of the corner of mine. Motion passes.
Item 24, other business, request for variance. Consider request for a variance of parish regulations to allow construction of a home below the road surface level located at 5140 Highway 80, Halton, Louisiana, Police Street, District 2.
Good afternoon. This is actually for a commercial business instead of a home, just to make a correction there. But this is for an office retail facility or an office retail center off of Highway 80. The site slopes away from the roadway. They are going to have subsurface drainage in the parking lot and a comprehensive drainage system. So we recommend approving this variance.
Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote.
Matt, how low do you think that is below the road?
Highway 80 varies across there. So there's one spot is about 4 to 5 feet, but on the other side, it's about a foot. So,
Old commercial government that's already there is already low to the road.
yeah, he has some storage, some self-storage behind it, and so it's all below the road.
I drove by the other day, it seemed low, so I
Yeah.
just.
Okay. Motion passes. There's a gentleman behind you. What?
Yes, Mr. Dodson's here if you have any additional questions.
Oh, no.
There's 9 buildings already there. This building's gonna be a foot higher than the ones that are already there. And with all the drainage, there won't be any problem. There's been buildings on that piece of property since the late 70s. There were old buildings there and then tore them down and put these, and I'm gonna make sure there ain't no water go on nobody.
Okay.
I promise you all that.
I say he's done a good job, so that's good.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dawson. Motion passes.
Item 25, other business, request for variance. Consider request for a variance of parish regulations to allow construction of a home below the road surface level located at 144 Diaper Circle, Halton, Louisiana, Police Street, District 8.
Yeah, this is a similar situation. We actually granted a variance for the lot right above it a few years ago. The site slopes away from the road. This will be a manufactured home, so it will be elevated a little bit higher on its foundation supports. So we recommend approval of a variance.
Okay.
We need to get a screen.
I think she's working on it.
Good deal.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Rimmer, a second by Mr. Beatty. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 26, other business, request for variance. Consider request for a variance of parish regulations to allow construction of a home below the road service level located at 420 Country Club Drive, Benton, Louisiana. Lot 2, Wall Manual Lake Subdivision, Unit Number 1, Police Street, District 3.
Let's see, here's a topo map kind of showing the lot. This is the lot in question. They're requesting to build it at the same elevation as the neighboring property. The lot slopes away from the road, and they're going to direct the drainage around the house to the drainage ditch in the backyard. So we recommend approval of this variance as well.
Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Rogers, a second by Mr. Rimmer.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? If not, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 27, other business, acceptance of streets and drainage. Consider acceptance of the streets and drainage in Canal Place, Unit Number 5, into the parish road system for permanent maintenance, Police Street, District 6.
Yeah, this project has been completed. It's the last unit of this subdivision. They have asphalt streets and drainage. Bossier City Water and Sewer. It's been accepted by the city, and utilities have been installed. So we recommend acceptance of the streets and drainage.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Marseglia, a second by Mr. Cochran. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 28, other business, resolution supporting build application. Consider adoption of a resolution supporting an application for funding through the Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development Build Grant Program for the East-West Corridor and authorize the execution of documents, Police Street Districts 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Rimmer, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 29, other business, 2026 beer liquor license renewals. Consider approval of the applications for renewal of Bossier Parish beer liquor licenses for 2026. These have been approved by the Sheriff's Department and the Health Department.
I have a motion by Mr. Jordan, a second by Ms. Glorioso. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 30, other business, resolution of acknowledgement. Resolution of acknowledgement of the Town of Houghton, ordinance number 12 of 2025, dated January 13th, 2025, in accordance with Louisiana Revised Statute 33:180.
Hang on. I got one that's some color, Tom. That's what I was looking for. So this is a section of Allentown Road. This one's still not in color, but it'll work. So there's a section of Allentown Road in here that was still in the parish. The town is annexed on both sides of the road. This was just cleaning it up. We had we did a project in conjunction with the town to overlay Allentown Road. They reimbursed us, and part of the agreement is when we finished with the overlay that they'd go ahead and annex this piece of Allentown Road in, so there's not a 600-foot section that the parish owns.
Okay. Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Cochran. Any discussion amongst the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 31, other business, resolution of acknowledgement. Resolution of acknowledgement of the Town of Houghton, resolution number 6 of 2026, dated January 13th, 2026, in accordance with Louisiana Revised Statute 33:180.
Just for reference for y'all, this piece of property that they're annexing is on the south side of the interstate. Right here. And this is 614. This would be 157 here with I-20, just so you'll know where it is.
Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 32, other business, resolution, Benton Fire District Number 4, renewal of special tax. Consider adoption of a resolution approving the holding of an election in the Benton Fire District Number 4 of the Parish of Bossier, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, June 27th, 2026, to authorize the renewal of a special tax therein.
Go ahead, Chief.
All right, Jacob Maddox, Benton Fire District Number 4. Just came here to explain that this is a renewal of our current 20 mil ad valorem tax, and we would appreciate everybody's support in this.
We have a motion by Mr. Jordan, a second by Mr. Darby. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Thank you, Chief. Motion passes.
Item 33, other business, agreement, Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. Consider approval of a state project agreement between the Bossier Parish Police Jury and the Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism for the campground development at Parish Camp, and authorize the execution of documents, Police Jury District 1.
This is the approval of the grant down at the parish camp. It's $1.5 million grant, and this is for 50% of those funds here, and it's for the construction of the 8 RV spots, 4 primitive tent camping pads, and 2 pavilions and parking.
Good. I have a motion by Mr. Beatty, a second by Mr. Jordan. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 34, other business, hold harmless and indemnification agreement. Consider approval of a hold harmless and indemnification agreement between the Bossier Parish Police Jury and Park Properties LLC, represented by Matt Tyree, for the right to install landscaping and decorative columns and walls which will encroach on the Bossier Parish Police Jury's right-of-way along Shenandoah Boulevard in the Park Subdivision, Unit Number 1, and authorize the execution of documents, Police Jury District 3. This is subject to final location approval by the parish engineer and final review by the parish attorney.
And so we're going to ask that y'all remove this item from the agenda. Patrick, we want to remove it for good or table it?
Just remove it, and we'll
Okay.
reschedule it at a time in the future if necessary.
Okay.
So next.
Item 35, other business, discussion of beer liquor license renewals. Discussion of Bossier Parish beer liquor licenses approved by the Bossier Parish Police Jury in its regular meeting held on January 14th, 2026. In the January 14th, 2026 regular meeting juror documents, Circle K number 8161 was listed as approved by the Sheriff's Department for renewal of beer and liquor license, but was actually not yet approved by the Sheriff's Department and listed by mistake. The minutes from the January 14th, 2026 regular meeting will be amended to reflect the corrected list of approvals, and this item serves to clarify the issue on the official record.
So I have a motion by Mr. Cochran, a second by Mr. Jordan. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
Item 36, Parish Administrator's Report, Dr. Ken Ward.
Good afternoon. Hope you all are doing well. I first want to say thanks to our Highway Department, Water and Sewer, our Facilities Department, for a wonderful job during the ice storm last week. Special recognition to Eric Hudson, our parish engineer, who's done a great job of coordinating our contractors and our Highway Department to keep the ice moving off of our roads. And of course, Ian Snellgrove, I'm working with Homeland Security, the governor's office, and all of us to make sure that we stayed in the loop and make sure that everything that we asked for and needed across the whole parish was done successfully. So kudos to them for doing a good job, stepping up. Many people work 24 hours a day. Some people were staying the night in locations. So there was a lot of work and effort put into that. So I do say I think they did a great job. So I do appreciate that. We received a letter from John Fleming. It's an annual letter that we received from the treasurer. He kind of updates what they believe our population was going to be. And so I just want to update you that he believes our population in Bossier Parish has grown to 131,369 people for effective 2026 calendar year. Rod's been working with some of our partners on America 250. So this year will be the America's, our United States of America, that is, birthday of 250. A few of the things that they're working on are create a American garden at the South Bossier Park, launch parish-wide celebration elements such as maybe 3,000 flags to be distributed across the parish, and champion youth engagement through the Civics of B partnership. So those are some things that they're working on. I do encourage each of you, if you have some ideas of what you'd like to see for America 250, please let me know. I'd sure like to be able to incorporate those in the plans that KBB, the City of Bossier, and Bossier Parish are all working on trying to achieve this year. Barksdale Forward, for those of you that pay attention to some of that stuff, I encourage you all to go and look at the new website, barksdaleforward.org. It is very interactive. The site has a lot of new information on it. It's very much keyed not to talk about Barksdale Forward, but to talk about the mission of Barksdale. And so when you look at it, you'll be able to see not only the activities that Barksdale Forward does and what we do here at the jury, but as well as what Barksdale does. And so the hope is that when somebody's Googling Barksdale Air Force Base, it brings them to that location first. And so I've asked Rod to go ahead and put it on our website. It'll have a link so that if you're on our website, you'll be able to peruse right on over to Barksdale Forward and then see what Barksdale Forward is all about. So I do encourage you to look at that. My last item that I have is that I would need a request to add an agenda item. The agenda item is for Airline Baptist Church is asking to have their voting precinct removed and have it relocated. So I need to see if I can get a motion and a second to add an agenda item.
It's got to be written up. Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Rogers, a second by Mr. Cochran to add an item to the agenda. So please vote. Motion passes.
And I apologize for that, but we've been working with, Ashley's been working hard with the registrar's office as well as Airline Baptist, and they finally gave us the written request yesterday. And so otherwise we would have had it on the agenda, but time is of the essence with the state, so we really needed to bring it before you. If not, I'm going to turn it over to Ashley so she can read the item that needs to be read to be voted on.
Okay.
Public hearing to be scheduled, relocation of voting precinct polling place. Consider scheduling a public hearing on March 3rd, 2026 to consider relocation of the voting precinct polling place for 02-4-1 and 02-4-2 from Airline Baptist Church, 4007 Airline Drive, Bossier City, Louisiana, to Asbury United Methodist Church, 3200 Airline Drive, Bossier City, Louisiana, Police Jury District 6.
We need another motion?
Yes, sir. So I have a,
Asbury located, not on the other side of, I know, it's not on the other side of I-220. You gotta speak to the mic. Which side? Where is?
Jimmy, they're almost right across the street. If you're at Airline Baptist Church and you come back toward Asbury, Asbury's right behind the old, the Aldi Shopping Center right there.
I know where you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
okay, I have a motion by Mr. Benton, a second by Mr. Sutton. Any discussion by the jurors or the audience? None seen, please vote. Motion passes.
I'll be happy to take any questions or any comments. That concludes my report.
Very thorough. Thank you, Dr. Ward.
Item 37, Parish Engineers Report, Mr. Eric Hudson.
We got some videos.
And you're stepping up your game, getting pictures, videos.
Well, Rod did, Roger, but that's Canal Place, and looks like Matt didn't show the pictures to you earlier, so but they could. I didn't come over and see it does now, apparently. Maybe he can use that in his marketing message down on Facebook Slide. That was for the high school. That's the 50/50 slide repair. That's really coming along pretty good. I don't have an exact date, but it's going to be a few more months. That bridge has 40-foot spans on it because it's on red shoes. And then this is see I-20 to the right. And then I also, for those of you who may not have seen the stuff that Rod was putting on Facebook, I had him kind of string this stuff together. You know, Ken, he gave me some accolades for that, but really none of this stuff could have been done without Kevin and his group. They're the one working 24 hours a day, 3 days in a row. And then Chase and his group, he stayed up about Chase in the water and sewer group. I mean, I didn't get any calls, busted water mains, busted pipes. I thought that was amazing.
Eric, I know we have an AAR coming up, and Kim can probably speak to this, but I think the public would also benefit from all the additional things that are going on behind the scenes. Successful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
a nice plan worked.
it did, and I mean, you know, it was great to have some third-party help because, you know, we have enough staff, but we just don't have that much equipment. It's, 500 miles of roadway all the time.
It was a bad situation. Every phone call I got,
Yeah, I mean, we could have waited until it all fell, but Kevin called me that morning.
Couldn't get there through it, but they did go ahead and do it. Coming back tonight, that night, I said, man, that's what I want. Even wet repairs, too, man, to see about, getting in the state roads. I appreciate what the guys did, because we did it 5 years ago, and we lost some articles in the road, but big deal. Put those back out. But I had a call from my son, he had to go down to the church that one morning and do something. And he said, Dad, he's doing 614. He said, man, you can fly down it, but you can't get down Highway 80. We'll find out later that Lynn's going to get it 614. But he couldn't get down Highway 80 because it's a state road, another state road. The guys did a great job.
Well, and two, you know, y'all didn't, I mean, y'all still have to know this. I mean, we worked on 220 for the state during the storm. And, you know, we also talked about, maybe adding another greater blade to the front of the truck. That way you can push it and salt it at the same time. We definitely decided that we will change our front end loaders buckets out to blades, because the bucket doing it with, it's just not efficient at all unless you're doing something like a parking lot. But for us like this, we want to go down the road and move it to the side. So the front end loaders really aren't that efficient. So we'll change those things and probably add another blade to a truck. It just depends on the event. So snow and sleet, it's easier to remove, but ice is very difficult to remove the next morning after traffic's been on it. So Kevin's coming up. He may have some more to shed on it, but anyway, but we didn't have the tree issues we thought we were going to have, so that helped out a bunch for our crews. But Patrick's right, having the forethought to have emergency contracts already in place before the event happened secured those resources ahead of time. So it helped us out tremendously.
Did you have to use many subcontractors?
Yeah, we used them, 2 of them, one south, one in the middle. And then, in between our guys, they worked. And Kevin coordinated all that every morning, telling them where to go, what to do. So that's it.
Thank you,
Any
Eric.
questions for me? We're good? Okay.
Thank you.
Item 38, Highway Department Report, Mr. Kevin Gay.
We couldn't have done it without Eric. Believe me, he helped me in some part of the parish, Airline Drive. It was we did take quite a bit of priority over that, but we did finally make it up to the north. But we've cleaned ditches on Shadow Ridge, James Lane, Park Ridge Drive, and Busby Road. Grader have bladed Goat Hill Road, Arkle Plant Road, Whittington Road, Wallace Road, Ford Wallace Road, Cemetery Road, Delaney, Moody, Old Highway 2, Joe Lewis, and Vickers Road. The patching, we've only really patched 1 week there. We've 4 roads in District 1, 6 roads in District 2, 9 in District 4, and 6 roads in District 8. We repaired a sinkhole on JR Drive. The crews have been cutting out and preparing to overlay Cattleman's Trail. The Boomax crews have cut on Wafer Road, Smith Road, Winfield Road, and Carterville. And that boom action really helped us a lot also in the ice there. I mean, we did get more ice up in the north end of the parish. A lot of limbs fell, but the boom action did prevent a lot of the limbs hanging out in the roadways. We didn't get those kind of calls. And we replaced a culvert on Pump Station Road. And of course, the event come in, we started on the 23rd, Bryan Bridges. And then we pretty much sanded, salted, and removed ice from the roadways through the 30th. I believe we used around 12,000 pounds of salt and 1,700 gallons of brine. And like you said, with the help of the contractors, they really, really helped a lot. And one thing I did forget, I did haul rock today to Hardcastle Road. There we got a call about it being bad, and they put several loads on it this morning. So that's all I have. Any questions?
So you're saying Eric delivers donuts and hot coffee like nobody's business? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it was all good.
I got a lot of calls from my district up there, and they want them guys to know that they did a good job getting out. And
I was always skeptical of the plows, and then when it was hard packed, it didn't work too good, but once it began to soften a little bit there, they really came in handy. And if we'd have had more plows when it first fell, I believe we could have even done a better job. So,
Yeah, I got calls from my district too, and particularly the Dogwood. They wanted me to be sure and tell y'all thank you.
Yes,
Job well done. Appreciate the pre-planning, and the execution was excellent.
every storm, we learn some of the trouble areas. We're trying to salt and brine and get ahead of it, so it's helping. Thank y'all.
Well, thanks a lot, Kevin, and get Shady Grove Drive on your,
It's
on
all
your
the
road
crews.
deal for next
I
year.
give my credit to the crew because they're the one that really put in the hours and they really stuck with it this year, so.
Well, tell them we said thanks, because
I will.
as always, they step up and they do a great job.
Thank
So-
y'all. Thank you.
Item 39, police juror reports.
Philip?
Mr. President, I don't have anything, thank you.
Okay.
Other than, everybody did call and say we did a great job with ICE.
Mr. President, I don't have anything.
Okay, Glenn?
I don't either, except to thank the Highway and Water Department because they did an outstanding job.
Yep. Okay, Doug?
Ditto on what you said about the great job in handling the emergency. Nothing else, Mr. President.
Chris?
I just want to tell Kevin and Eric, thank you, and that was a job really well done.
I don't have anything.
Jimmy?
Yeah, just since I've been on here, I know every time we've had stuff like this, we try to learn and do better, but I will have to say, I got more compliments on this, what we went through, and people comparing it to other areas and stuff and what they had to go through, and for some reason came through town, couldn't believe the job we did in this parish. I want to thank all our employees for that.
Okay, good deal. John Ed?
I'm just dittoing what they said.
Dittoing?
Double ditto.
Mr. Beatty?
Well, the boys did a great job, and they did have a plan, and that's what makes a difference. And I think in the future, I mean, like I was referring to Eric, is there things that we might could do this year, maybe add something, maybe another truck or a spreader box or whatever, and be prepared 2 years, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter. But if we would do maybe a little bit along, it wouldn't hit us real hard and they could do so much more if they had something to work with.
I think you're going to see that very thing.
That's good.
So,
You did good, Kevin.
Madam Vice?
Same thing everybody said. Great job to the highway department, the water departments. The only complaints I got were from my kids who said, don't do too good of a job because they really want to keep missing school. Other than that, it was all positive.
Yeah, well, we can only carry the ball so far, so they were safe.
They were safe.
They were good. So, Patrick?
Yes, sir. I'd just like to echo the complimentary work by the administrative staff, highway department, engineering staff. Each one of these events, we learn a whole lot. And what I'd ask you as jurors is to please take some notes. Ian and Ken will be having an AAR pretty soon. I'm not sure. We may already have a date for that, Ken.
Next week.
Yeah, and to the extent that constituents called about things, if we could do a better job of educating the constituents about our snow and ice plan. You know, some roads were meant to be cleaned off and some we knew we weren't ever going to get to. So maybe if you could kind of get your comments to Ken so that he can include that in our AAR. But this was the first time with this leadership team and a lot of our other services. We have new leaders there, and it seems like everything worked. EMS was flowing, 911 was working, ambulance was getting out, fire departments were able to make calls. So all that is important information. We as a leadership team also know we need to get more information to y'all. So maybe some additional calls. We're going to try to make sure we get you daily. So that was just something I thought would be important for our taking this time to gather all the things that we learned while it's still fresh on our mind and getting it in that AAR. Because in 6 months or a year, we'll have forgotten everything that was a problem 6 months ago. So if you could get that to us, it'd be great. And for those of y'all that couldn't make it to DC, it was another good week of meetings. I'll give y'all a wrap up of the things that I think we accomplished, and hopefully We had meaningful and successful meetings. We'll know more soon, but Speaker Johnson and Senator Cassidy and Senator Kennedy were all leaning forward in all our efforts. So I hope the bill grants are successful, but they all seem to suggest that they would support those. And we had some very good meetings about Barksdale and some other announcements that I know the public is waiting on. So hopefully we'll get some good news here soon from the governor and those that are helping us bring these companies to town. So other than that, that's all I've got.
Okay. And I'd like to just say again, thanks very much to all the employees, not just Eric, but Ken, Matt, Chase, and a bang-up job with Chase. I am so happy. Because that's the one thing I feared the most was the break-in of all the water and, people without water and stuff like that. So hats off to Chase and Kevin with the Highway Department. They always do a great job. Kevin, are you still here? If you would, before you leave, see me after the meeting, please. Thank you very much.
He can't do anything in the city.
Well, I could be pretty persuasive. So, unless anyone has anything else to bring, we will adjourn this meeting.
All right.